I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on global learning. We'll now learn how the Venn diagrams is being treated in different parts of the world. This time, here is an example from Cambridge IGCSE Additional Mathematics. It's question number 7 from 2017 test paper. Now, the question here is, on each of the Venn diagram below, shade the region which represents the given set. So here the set given to us is x intersection of not y, right? Complement of y. So that is what you need to shade. The second one here is complement of p intersection q intersection r. So we have three sets shown here. You have to shade complement of p, that means not p, intersection with q and intersection with r. Okay, so I'd like you to pause the video, answer this question, and then look into my suggestions. Now, intersection means common, right? So that means and, or it means common, right? And that means not, right? Or complement. So when we say x intersection, so x is what? X is everything inside this, right? So that is x. Right? And not y is what? Not y is everything which is outside y. Right? So we should think like this. This is not y. Correct? Intersection means common to both. Right? And this is our sample space, right? For which we may use different symbols in different parts of the world. So the answer here for the intersection of x and not y or complement of y will be this portion. So that is the intersection, correct? So that is how you're going to shade it. It was not important to shade anything else, but this is most important, which I shaded in this color. So that is the solution for the given question. So I hope that is absolutely clear. Now let's look into the second part, right? So we are also understanding meaning of each. So when we say not P, it means outside P, right? Not inside P, right? So everything which is not P. We are again looking into intersections, right? So that means common portions. So definitely nothing in P, right? But something outside P will be solution of our set, right? Solution set. Then intersection with Q. Okay, so what I will now construct is, I'll construct this portion which is not P but intersection with Q. You know Q is everything inside, but intersection with Q will be all this, right? So not P and intersection with Q. Let me also draw a line showing this portion, since this is most important, right? Not P and intersection with Q. Now the third portion here, which we are talking about, is intersection with R, right? So let's look into things which are already common to PQ, and now we look into intersection with R. So the only portion where Q and not P are intersecting is this. Is that okay? So you could actually shade all of this portion. Perfect. So that is what the solution set will be. Is that clear to you? So that is how we'll get this set. Perfect. Now based on Venn diagrams, we have a word problem here. So let's look into the word problem now. The question here is, in a group of students, each student studies at most 2 of art, music and design. No student studies both music and design, right? So no student studies both music and design. A denotes set of students who study art, B denotes set of students who study music, C denotes set of students who study design, right? Now, question 1 is, write the following using set notation. It says no student studies both music and design. So we need to write this using a set notation, right? So no student studies music and design. How will you write? Music and design, we are given the symbols B and design is C. That basically means that intersection of B and C is 0, right? So there is nothing in the intersection of these two. So one way is we can write that the number of students in music and design, music is B, intersection C, right, is equal to 0, right? That is one way of saying 0 means none in this case, but you could also write phi, right? So that means nobody is there in this set. And in that case, you will say B intersection C is a null set, right? So that is another way of writing. So this means it is a null set. So what we wrote here for phi is a null set. Correct? So both are correct statements for writing this answer, right? So that is how you will be answering. Now let's look into 1b, which says that there are 100 students in a group, 39 students study art, 45 study music, and 36 study design. 12 students study both. So 12 study both art and music. That means art and music, this, right? So both combination is 12. And then 25 students study both art and design. So art and design means these two, right? So this combination is 25, right? 25 for us. Okay. We already know that nobody is studying both these subjects, music and design. Represent the information in Venn diagram. So let's make a Venn diagram now. So let us say A. So we'll make 3 circles, correct? So circle A represents what? It denotes art for us. This is A. And we have intersection of A with B, and we have intersection of A with C. But we do not have intersection of B and C. That is important, right? So that is a null set. Perfect. So keep that in mind when you sketch these graphs, right? So let me sketch them on the either side of this, right? So let's say one of them on this side and the other one, let me sketch on the other side. Okay. So let's select this. So there is no intersection between these two. That's what I'm trying to say. So one of them, let's say B is music for us. Let's say B is here, and this is C for us. Okay. So now, what we are trying to say here is that between A and B, there are 12 common elements, right? So that this is 12. And between A and C, there are 25. So between A and C, this is the intersection, is 25. So you have to start from what is inside, right? The common. So that means we have taken care of both these numbers, 25 and 12. Is that clear? Now, let's read the question. There are 100 students in the group. Now, it is important to make a complete group here. So this square is, or rectangle I should say, is very important part of a Venn diagram. You should not be missing on this, right? Now this is normally denoted by letter S as superset or whatever, or by sometimes with letter E, right, or different letters. Okay. Now, in this particular case, now we have 100 students in all, 39 students arts. So A is 39. So if A is 39, how much is left here? Let's calculate. So now let us work on the number 39. So we have 39 students arts. This number is 39. So how many remains here? 25 and 12 is already there. So let's see. So we have 39, which should be equal to, we have 25 plus 12 plus how much? That's what we need to decide. Now, this is 37, right? So we need 2 more, right? So we'll add 2 here. Do you see that? So that makes it 39. So that is how you get 39. Now, 45 study music and Yeah, 45 study music. So this number for music, music is B for us. So B, we are looking for 45. So we want to make this 45. So how will I get 45? You can say 45 minus 12. So when you do 45 minus 12, you get 3 and then again 3. So that gives you a number 33, correct? So we get 33 there. Now the last thing which we want to understand is, so we have taken care of 45 also. The last thing is 36 study design. So C is design for us, right? C is design for us, 36. So we will take away, which is common 25 from 36 to get our answer, right? So that is 11. So the number 11 comes here. Is that clear to you? That is how we'll get all these numbers which are inside. Now the question here is, how many will not take any of these subjects? So for that, what can we do? We have total of 100, right? So there are 100 students in all. So now we are going to look into this 100 students. So from the 100 students, okay, we'll take away all this total, right? So all this. So let's count them all. So let me count like ones and tens. So 1 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So I have to take away 83 from 100. That leaves me with 17, right? So 17 comes here, which have not taken any of these subjects. Does that help? Right? So that is how we can actually complete our Venn diagram, right? Providing complete information. So I hope the steps are absolutely clear. I really like this question since this is one of the very few questions which has the concept of not being there in any two sets. Now this is kind of important to understand. So when we write like this, when we say number of students studies both music and, we should not put curly brackets here. We are not listing anything. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is avoid. I should say avoid or do not write. Or I say do not. Don't, right? I wrote, okay, do not. Okay. Okay, do with a space, of course. Do not write this in a set, right? So avoid that, okay? Avoid that. So this is correct. So this is very important to understand when you are writing number of students, right? You're not really listing them out, right? So that's the whole idea. Anyway, that is how you're going to answer this question. I hope it really helps. Feel free to write your comment, share your views, and if you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for watching and all the best.